If you feel like marketing is just overwhelming, there's so much going on, you don't know where to start to make it actually work to grow your business, then this message is for you. When I landed my first job straight out of college, I started working for a marketing department within this massive international corporation. And I found that I had a little bit of an imposter syndrome because at that point, I hadn't really had much marketing knowledge or experience. I came in with fueling the marketing and communication efforts, but there's a lot of marketing lingo and language and terms, acronyms that just went over my head that I had to learn through just trial and error. From LTV to CMS to analytics to SEO. So you learn what these words mean, but then how do you actually use these words and put them into practice, and what does it mean to implement each of these items? And the list goes on and on as far as its own vocabulary of marketing language. It's this whole language. It's kind of like with anything you were to become a part of or any kind of culture. Marketing has its own culture and nuances that you need to learn in order to fuel the sales in your business. So as I learned more and more and started to really hone my marketing knowledge and put that into the content we created for clients, for my previous employer, what I found is that far too many marketers and anyone contributing to marketing in whatever way tend to overcomplicate things. They put too many words and industry terms to things that just make it feel overwhelming. So I decided, why not make marketing more simple? I like to simplify marketing, or the experience and journey your customer takes, into 3 simple phases: traffic, leads, and sales. Traffic is all about generating new interest and new attention to you and your business, what you have to offer, how you can solve problems for your audience, so that way they decide that you could have the solution to what they need, and that you may understand their problems and their pains in specific detail, which usually means that you will have the solution for them, the better that you communicate and present your message. So in this traffic phase, it's all about generating as much buzz and demand so that way you can invite your audience to take the next step. And that next step in their journey is taking them to the next phase of marketing, which is the lead phase. This is where you can capture them as a new lead in your business. And simply what this looks like is capturing their contact information, their name, their email, and sometimes their phone number. And when you can do this, they can join your email list, and through automations and other workflows, you can send follow-up emails that can eventually sell them on other types of products and services that you may offer. And when they become this lead, what often is needed in this phase is simply one way to supply you with leads, one lead supplier. And that often is called the lead magnet or a content upgrade. It's simply a way that you agree that when they give you their name, their phone number, or their email, that in exchange, you're going to give them something of value. Maybe it's access to a training or a PDF guide, some resource that gives them more confidence that they can trust you and that they can get to know you even more. And as you use email and other forms of re-engaging and nurturing that relationship with this person, each one individually, then this will lead them to the next and final step in the marketing experience, the marketing plan, and that is sales. This is where you capture and make new sales in your business. This third phase of your marketing is all about proving that someone can trust you to help them get results by them actually paying for one of your products or services. This is why having a website is so essential, because you need a sales page to present what you're offering and to make it as easy as possible for them to click to buy. So this journey, think of it like a relationship. You meet that girl or guy at a party and you're like, ooh, I want to get to know this person even more. So to do that, I'm going to ask them out. I'm going to ask them on a date. We're going to hang out another time, maybe going out to dinner, movie, whatever you like to do on a date. And this is where that knowledge of one another increases and eventually turns into you start to like each other, and eventually you fall in love with each other. So you go from getting to know each other, getting to love each other, and then eventually you can pop the question and make that final commitment of becoming lifelong partners. So not in the intimate way, but in the relationship way, you can nurture and grow that relationship with members of your audience, all of them, right? You want them to get to know you and your business, what you stand for, what makes you different, and then invite them to start to fall in love with you more because you're solving their problems with free and paid products. And that's when they become new leads. And then through different efforts of marketing like email, social media, search, and paid types of traffic, you can keep on furthering that relationship all the way for them to buy consistently from you, from your business. Think of some of your favorite brands out there, those who you buy from consistently. Oftentimes it's because they are re-engaging with you. They're trying to keep themselves top of mind for you, kind of like a relationship. So think of your marketing like the ultimate relationship journey, getting your audience to know, love, and trust you, to progress from traffic to lead to sale. And in doing so, remember this: 80% of your content efforts should be focused on the traffic phase of your marketing. The other 10% in leads and the other 10% in sales related content. Because when you put the majority of your effort into the traffic generation phase, then what you're doing is you're constantly getting to know new people and inviting them to take the next step with you. And it's that constant effort that's required. And that's why something like this is important, from a YouTube video or a podcast, whatever type of traffic generation you're doing with your content. You can engage with someone who you know you can help and then invite them to take the next step. So my next step to you to progress from this traffic phase that you're experiencing right now to then the lead phase is to download our free marketing supply guide. This is a simple way that you can take this knowledge in this video and expand upon it in our free PDF guide, where we walk you through some fill in the blanks and some ways to help you know that you're doing marketing right. You're setting it up inside of your business. It's kind of like a simple step-by-step checklist to know that marketing can work to help you capture more sales, to make more sales, and to grow your business in the process. You can get access to this guide by clicking the link down below. Okay, so now I want to hear from you. What phase of these 3 phases of traffic, leads, and sales for your marketing are your biggest holdup? It's kind of where the bottleneck is in that sales funnel. There's a marketing term, right? That sales funnel from traffic to lead to sale that is holding back customers from buying more and more of your products and services and more of a quantity, right, of customers. Let me know which area of your marketing, which phase is holding you back in your biggest struggle right now, and let me know in the comments down below. Feel free to direct message me to ask any further questions, and we're here to help support you in your content building journey. Thanks for watching this episode, and we'll see you on the next one.